So the correct answer is I don't have any idea. So to this statement, what you do, you just add I don't have any idea. Okay, that means you have run out of idea. Okay, I hope you have understood the instructions and you have also understood the example. So we'll go straight to the question. Okay, the actual questions for this exam. Okay, question 1 is as follows. If I had eaten, I wouldn't have felt hungry. If I had eaten, I wouldn't have felt hungry. Okay, so now we begin with had. Okay, so how do we rewrite this sentence? It remains with the same meaning, but we rewrite it starting with had. So how we write it, it's going to be like this. Had I, so you say had I eaten, comma, I wouldn't have felt hungry. Okay, like that. Okay, so that's how you rewrite this statement. So you should also remember that in between eaten and I, there should be a comma. Okay, there should be a comma, just like the way I've put it. Had I eaten, comma, I wouldn't have felt hungry. Okay, so that is the way you rewrite it. Like this, we haven't changed the meaning of the first sentence. Question 2 is as follows. The last time I saw him was in 2000. Begin, I haven't. So when you are writing a sentence like the one on top and you start with I haven't, it goes like this. I haven't seen him since 2000, full stop. Okay, I haven't seen him since 2000. That's how you rewrite that sentence. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please, people, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Question 3 is as follows. She likes shouting in class. She likes shouting in class. Relate by adding a question tag. Relate by adding a question tag. So when you're writing this statement and you need to add a question tag, you write it like this. She likes shouting in class, then comma, then you say doesn't she, question mark. So look at this. The question tag I've added or the short tag I've added is in negative. Okay, doesn't she. When we look at this word here, this word is in negative. Why? Because the statement is in positive, therefore the question tag will be negative. Since the statement is positive, then the question tag will be negative. Okay, once you see the statement is positive, there is no note in the statement, then the question tag itself should have note. So doesn't she, if I expand doesn't she, that means it does not she. Okay, so that's how you write the question tag. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. Otherwise, subscribe. Question 4 is as follows. He was a rich man, he bought 6 cars. He was a rich man, he bought 6 cars. So begin, he was such, okay? So how do we rewrite this sentence using beginning with he was such? So you write like this. He was such a rich man that he bought 6 cars. Okay, he was such a rich man that he bought 6 cars. That's how you write it. Okay, if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask, but that's how you write that sentence. Okay, he was such a rich man that he bought 6 cars. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Question 5 is as follows. Did you manage to meet the minister? Tabo asked Mavuto. Begin, Mavuto asked Tabo. So here I'll presume that Tabo is a girl. So this answer, the rewrites can be written in 4 different ways. Okay, one is where you use if. So you can, when it begins, Tabo asked, Mavuto asked Tabo if she managed to meet the minister. Mavuto asked Tabo if she managed to meet the minister. This one is correct as long as you put full stop there. And then the other version is where you say Mavuto asked Tabo whether she managed to meet the minister. Okay, whether she managed to meet the minister. Here, the difference is that you just interchange if and whether. So you interchange if and whether. Then there is also another way that you can write this question. There is another way in which you can rewrite this sentence. So you still interchange if and whether. Let's start with if. So Mavuto asked Tabo if she had managed to meet the minister. Okay, that is the third way. So again, I'll talk about the same thing. So here where there is if here, you can put whether. So you can even say Mavuto asked Tabo whether she had managed to meet the minister. Again, the answer is correct. Okay, so that's why I was saying the rewrite for this one can be in 4 versions and all the answers will be correct. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, we come to part 4, which is cross, and this part you usually find it on the answer sheet, which will be provided, the answer booklet that you are going to be provided with. Okay, so the instructions are as follows. Read the following passage and in each blank space write the word that fits best. You must write only one word in each space. For example, in the first blank space, the best word is past. Okay, so that means in the first blank space, the answer is given, which is past. Minus in the, so the word example there should be deleted because it's just telling us that the answer past is an example. Minus in the past needed to have a lot of energy because most of, number one, the correct answer is work. Most of the work underground was done by people, not machines. Okay, so number two, the correct answer is not. The authorities insisted that miners needed not only to be fit to work, but also to go with full stomachs. So the correct answer for number 3 is but. To that effect, a diet would be prepared to energize the miners. So the correct answer for number 4 is B, and 5, that is the. Milk, bread, and coke were identified. A lock band known as Kampompo was introduced. Okay, so that means the answer for number 6 is where, and the answer for number 7 is known. Sometimes it was very hard, like a miner's hard hat, which was referred to as Chimpompo, hence the name. So number 8, the answer is like. Okay. Every miner was 9. The correct word is entitled. Every miner was entitled to 2 lock bands and a mug. So mug of cocoa at the beginning of a shift. So 10, that is of. Okay. Not only was Kampompo appreciated by, so 11 that will be by miners, but also popular back at their homes as children remained expectant. So 12, we're going to put the word as is the correct word. Miners' children expected Kampompo from their, so 13, the correct word is from their fathers who were knocking off from work. It was strategy for 15 children to briefly abandon play and go and wait. 16, it should be to wait at home. At the sight of their fathers returning from work, so 17, the correct word is there. Their fathers returning from work, children would sprint to them, reaching, so reach, you reach when you're getting something, so you reach out, so reach out for the shoulder bag. So the bag that was hanging on the shoulder, so reach out is the correct answer for 18. That contained the Kampompo. Miners, 19, the word miners were conscious not to consume all the Kampompo, but left which, because of its size, was enough to cater for 4 children. So basically, these are the words. Okay, these are the correct words. So we can go through this again together. Now let's go through the entire passage. The entire passage is as follows. Miners in the past needed to have a lot of energy because most of the work underground was done by people, not machines. The authorities insisted that miners needed not only to be fit to work, but also to go with full stomachs. To that effect, a diet would be prepared to energize the miners. Milk, bread, and coke were identified. A lock bun known as kampompo was introduced. Sometimes it was very hard, like a miner's hard hat, which was referred to as ichimpompo, hence the name. Every miner was entitled to 2 lock buns and a mug of coke. At the beginning of a shift, not only was kampompo appreciated by miners, but was also popular back at their homes, as children remained expectant. Miners' children expected kampompo from their fathers who were knocking off from work. It was strategic for children to briefly abandon play and go and wait at home. At the sight of their fathers returning from work, children would sprint to them, reaching out for the shoulder bag that contained the kampompo. Miners were conscious not to consume all the kampompo, but left one which, because of its size, was enough to cater for 4 children. Okay, so basically that is the entire passage or paragraph, or sorry, paragraphs, the entire passage that you are supposed to work out, and that's how you should answer it. Those are the correct answers. Please, if you have got different, or you have got suggestions or different answers, we can still share. We'll be grateful as well. Okay. Paragraph 1. In today's world, when everything is losing its meaning, we need to realize the importance of family more than ever. While the world is becoming more modern and advanced, the meaning of family and what it stands for remains the same. Paragraph 2. It does not matter what kind of family one belongs to. It is equal as long as there is care and acceptance. You may come from an extended family or nuclear family. It is all the same. The relationship we have with our members make our family strong. We all have unique relations with each family member. In addition to other things, a family is a strongest unit in one's life. Paragraph 3. A family is made strong through a number of factors. The most important one is, of course, love. You immediately think of unconditional love when you think of family. It is the first source of love you receive in your life. It teaches you the meaning of love, which you can carry on forever in your heart. Furthermore, we see that, like love, loyalty strengthens a family. When you have a family, you are devoted